Welcome everybody to look at the second film in the Laurence Olivier Shakespeare Trilogy box set released by Imprint Films, and it is 1948's Hamlet. So this is another drama, clocking in at 153 minutes long, not only directed by but also starring Laurence Olivier in the leading role. Also stars Gene Simmons, who was in the likes of The Big Country and Angel Face, and in supporting roles you have the likes of Peter Cushing, Stanley Holloway, and Anthony Quayle, so fairly decent cast. So Hamlet vows to murder Claudius, who was responsible for his father's death. While pursuing his aim, Hamlet loses his loved ones, but is adamant in seeking revenge. So, even though this still suffers from some of the wearisome old English language that hampered Henry V, the first film in this box set, this does nonetheless feel a little less impenetrable to understand, which is definitely helped by this being a far more visually interesting effort. Now, sure, it lacks the lavish production of Henry V with its black and white format in comparison to the technicolor format used in the former film. But this does have nonetheless better cinematography, and it is also generally better paced. The cast is also great. It is overall engaging. I really like the horror tone that this has at times, as Hamlet sees his dead father, the former king, in a ghostly kind of manner, and it's all really, really well done with a lot of fog and good lighting, and the voice that is used is also absolutely superb, and the sets overall look convincing as well. So, yeah, definitely enjoyed this a lot more than I did Henry V, which had its respectable efforts, but yeah, the dialogue was just too impenetrable at times to really get my head around. Whereas this, because of the visual aspect and the fact that some of the language feels a little less overly dated, it's just a far more enjoyable film to watch throughout as well. So yeah, this gets a 4 out of 5, which quite frankly I was not expecting given how disappointed I was with Henry V. So there's a disc. So on the disc itself, we've got a 1080p high definition presentation from a 4K restoration. Overall looks pretty good, although I did think there was a little bit too much issues with some of the picture at times. I seem to remember there being lines going across the screen at some point or another, so that was a little bit disappointing, but sound quality is perfect, and yeah, it looks good for the most part. And then we've got Inside the Mind of Hamlet, a video essay by screenwriter and author Martin Conterio. That's from 2025. Then we've got Shakespeare Cinema, an interview with Professor Abigail Rockinson Woodall, also from 2025. Then we've got Seals Gallery, promotional material, and a theatrical trailer as well. So, yeah, really, really surprised that I enjoyed this more than the previous film because I was expecting it to be more of the same in a lot of ways, to be honest. But thankfully, even though it is in some regards more of the same, it's also feels like a change in direction in certain aspects, especially like I said in terms of the cinematography and in terms of the more visual storytelling as well. So yeah, on the whole, really really enjoyable, and yeah, one that I'd recommend more than Henry V if you're going to get into these Shakespeare films for the first time. So yeah. Hopefully, the third and final film in this box set is as good as this, if not better, which is going to be Richard III. That is actually slightly longer than this one by about 6 minutes. So, yeah, hopefully that'll be able to hold my attention like this one managed to do so. Yeah, overall, fairly good. Nonetheless, so thank you for watching. If you have seen this film before, let's hear your thoughts on it, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.